Hey guys, what's up? It's me, LEGO3, Giant here, and today we have a new LEGO Star Wars Rogue One set review for the AT-ST Walker. This set has 449 pieces and retails for about $40 US. The first minifigure for this AT-ST Walker here is the AT-ST Driver. Now, we have seen this minifigure in LEGO form before. This is an updated version, of course, and now he has the goggles printed on top of that relatively old helmet piece. I really like that. That's a very cool look. However, that does mean that his face print does not have the goggles, which is a little bit disappointing if you ask me. His face print, it looks good, but I would have liked to have seen maybe an option where you get a blank gray helmet and then goggles printed on his face, because that's also a very accurate look to these figures in the movie. So I would have liked to have seen that, but what we did get here does look cool. His printing, not too exciting, but it is really well done, and his back printing is good as well, and his double-sided face, honestly, the differences between that and the normal face are really minimal. Our next minifigure here is a generic Rebel Trooper, which of course is great for army building, and wow, this figure actually has a brand new helmet mold exclusive to this set currently. I was not expecting that, and I love the look of this new helmet. It's really detailed, almost feels like a World War II helmet if you ask me, with some cool little Star Wars sci-fi-ish fantasy little details added in. A really great helmet piece. The rest of this minifigure here, I really like that we're getting more diversity in our Rebel Troopers. That being said, his skin tone and his pants are the exact same color. And from a distance, if you can't really see the printing on his pants, you'd think he wasn't wearing pants, and it looks a little bit awkward, which I'm not a big fan of. I wish maybe the pants were a slightly darker brown color, because LEGO does have that in their color palette. It's not a huge deal, but it's a little nitpicky thing I thought I'd point out. His torso printing though is great, and I do like his face quite a bit, and he has some nice detail from the back as well. Last and definitely best minifigure for this set here is Baze Malbus, the one named character in this set. And like his friend Shura in the Imperial Assault Hover Tank that we just reviewed, this guy's weapon is ludicrously humongous. However, I love it. This is a great looking weapon. It's a cool little mini build for the gun and the weird backpack thing, and then the chain is supposed to be like ammo or something, I guess. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there, because it's Star Wars, don't really know why you need ammo, but it's a really awesome looking mini build. Uses some great pieces, including a roller skate. That is an awesome looking build. Now, for the rest of this minifigure here, he has really good torso print, a really good leg print, and I think his face is spot on. They nailed the face right here, and the scar on the one side of his face is great. The hairpiece, I get why they use his hairpiece, but I think they could have made a new mold for his hair. If you look at his hair in the movie, it's got weird braids and ponytails going on. I think they cheaped out just a little bit with this hairpiece, but he does have nice back printing and a good double-sided face, so a really good Baze Malbus minifigure right here. Here is the AT-ST Walker itself. Now, a brief LEGO history of this vehicle. Now, obviously this is a very iconic vehicle to Star Wars. It appears briefly in The Empire Strikes Back, and its most notable role, of course, is in Return of the Jedi, and it's going to be reappearing in Rogue One, which I'm really excited about, and it makes sense for the timeline. Now, this vehicle in LEGO, it has been 7 years, since 2009, that we got our last minifigure scale version of this particular vehicle, and that set came in the $100 Battle of Endor set. It has been 9 years since 2007 that we got our last set that was just the AT-ST. For how prevalent this vehicle is in the Star Wars universe, we have got a significant lack of this particular vehicle in LEGO form. For a quick size comparison, we're going to bring in the 2015 LEGO AT-DP set from Star Wars Rebels, and this thing here was a little bit bigger of a set, so it's expected that it would be a little bit bigger of a walker, but for being $10 more, I think these things are relatively similar in size, and I really like having both of these walkers next to each other. It's a really cool look. We can start from the ground up. I actually really like these feet, and this part here can actually go down like this, which I think is a pretty cool little use of pieces right there. This sticker looks nice. Some small little details on these feet are actually pretty big, so it supports the walker relatively well. The legs, besides some blue pins that kind of stick out here and there, it looks fine. I like this little detail right here. That doesn't really do anything, but it looks nice, and the legs look pretty cool. Up top here, these parts look nice. This piece unfortunately falls off quite a bit, but it looks good for details. Now, for leg movement here, you can move them backwards with this really ratchety joint, like that. And you can move them to here, and that's it for leg articulation. Now, LEGO made this vehicle very sturdy, very stable, which I love, especially for someone like me who is a collector who displays these sets rather than plays with them. But if I were a kid and I got this set and found out the legs had absolutely no articulation besides just moving backwards, which really doesn't help it at all, I would be kind of mad, because this thing, you can't really play with it like it actually does in the movie, which is really unfortunate. This little area here where the neck is, there's actually some studs that I wish were covered up by tiles or something. Like back here, it looks good. The stickers back here actually look pretty good as well, but like right here, why weren't these parts here just covered up by tiles? That would be a really simple fix. They just didn't really do it. Now, of course, the head of the walker here can spin. That was to be expected. What was unexpected is how it actually spins. Back here you have this knob, you twist on that, and this thing rotates by itself using a simple gear mechanism. I love this play feature. This is fantastic. It can actually go a full 360 degrees, which is awesome. And like pretty much all new LEGO Star Wars sets, this thing also has a spring-loaded launcher. You can push on this part back here. You kind of see the mechanism working inside there. It's pretty simple. You push on that and it will launch the missile right there. And now for the head of the walker itself. Unfortunately, based off the design of this set, the head is at kind of a permanent down-looking angle, which makes it kind of hard to actually see the head looking straight on. So I'm gonna have to kind of move it up a little bit here, but here is the head itself. I think this head looks really, really good. A couple of minor flaws. The minor flaws are, there's some gaps here and there. I mean, those were kind of unavoidable, but there's still issues, especially the gaps up top here. Those gaps are pretty big. And then you look at the back here, the Technic here. I mean, I like this design. The snot looks pretty cool. These stickers actually look nice, but a lot of Technic showing right here and gigantic gaps back here. The guns on the walker there look pretty nice. These ones right here can move up and down, which is pretty cool. I like the design for these ones over here. These can move like so, which is nice. And then this gun uses a really unique piece right there. I think that looks really cool. The face here I think looks pretty nice. It's a really accurate shape. I like these little windows right here. Unfortunately though, if you fold them down, it doesn't look that great, but they look pretty good folded up like so. And then we have the top here. Some sand blue pieces just kind of peeking out there, which I thought was rather odd, but you can actually open this up right here, this small little hatch, which is pretty cool. And you actually put your minifigure on the clips right here, so he kind of looks like he's coming out of the AT-ST. I like that look quite a bit. And then this entire top section here can actually open up like so, which is nice, which reveals the interior, which is good, yet very flawed. The good things here, they have a really nice seat right there and a really nice looking sticker control panel. I actually like that quite a bit. It's nice and comfy for the one minifigure that you can fit inside there. More on that in just a little bit. You also have a thermal detonator back here, which is a nice printed piece, and a spot to store the weapons. So that's all really cool. What's bad about this interior to the cockpit here, there's one seat. And if you know anything about the AT-ST, is that it has, you know, two drivers that sit side by side. LEGO, I mean, I understand why they couldn't have done the two drivers side by side just because of space, but they could have at least done like the AT-DP set and have two minifigures be able to fit inside there, and they easily could have done that because they wasted a lot of space right here, which is a little storage that could have been put elsewhere on the vehicle, if you ask me. So really, I think the interior here looks good for what it is, but it is flawed accuracy-wise. But ultimately, it does work out pretty well for the one AT-ST driver minifigure included with this set. I'm really glad LEGO decided to make this set for this new Rogue One wave. I think it's going to appeal to fans of any Star Wars because it's an iconic vehicle to the good original trilogy, and even if Rogue One sucks for some terrible reason, we still have this set, and it doesn't represent Rogue One really in any way besides the minifigures here. And the minifigures are also really cool. You get some army buildable characters and a great looking Baze Malbus figure. Now the design of this actual vehicle, I think appearance-wise, besides the small little gaps and like weird spots where glue pegs and things aren't covered up, it looks great. I think this vehicle looks really great. Appearance-wise, it's also very big, and the price per piece here is spot on. However, playability-wise, I love being able to turn the head, and the spring-loaded launcher thing works pretty well, but the legs not being able to move, I mean, I get it, and I probably would do the same thing if I were designing this set. I would sacrifice the posability for stability. But if I were a kid, and I got this set, and I just straight up couldn't play with the legs of this thing, really, I would be really let down. I also pointed out a couple of little nitpicky flaws with the interior of this vehicle and just some weird gappage issues. So this set here I think is really good, but ultimately of all the Rogue One sets, I think it has probably the worst design, ironically, even though this is actually the only vehicle that's existed pre-Rogue One. And that's why this set here is going to get exactly an 8 out of 10. Those are just my thoughts. I'd love to hear yours in the comment section down below. Also guys, don't forget to like this video, share this video, share the video with all your friends. Please go like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and follow me on Instagram. All links will be down in the description below. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And I hope to see you guys next time on Rogue One Set Reviews. I'll see you guys later.